In an era where scientific advancement is often intertwined with political decisions, recent developments in the U.S. have cast a long shadow over the future of diversity in scientific research. The sweeping executive order from the Trump administration to curb diversity, equity, and inclusion (DEI) initiatives has sent shockwaves through various scientific institutions, leading to a significant alteration in research agendas and priorities across federal agencies. The National Academies of Sciences, Engineering and Medicine (NASEM), a prestigious body that has championed DEI efforts for over a decade, abruptly halted its Office of Diversity and Inclusion on January 31. The sudden cessation of projects related to DEI marks a stark departure from its commitment to enhancing representation in the sciences. DEI has been at the center of what the institution has focused on for the last decade, lamented an anonymous staff member. This shift underscores a broader trend among federal agencies where NASA and the National Institutes of Health have similarly dismantled programs aimed at increasing inclusivity, prompting widespread concern among researchers and advocates. The retraction of these initiatives is particularly poignant given the historical context. According to a 2021 report, women constituted only 35% of the STEM workforce, with Black individuals making up just 9% and Indigenous people representing less than 1%. Julie Posselton, Associate Dean at the University of Southern California, emphasized she stated, "This diminishing commitment to DEI has raised alarms not only about the future of minority representation in science but also about the potential impacts on scientific innovation itself. They're obeying in advance, they're going beyond what the executive order says," commented Christine Natras, a physicist at the University of Tennessee, Knoxville. This overcompliance has led to the removal of essential documents and internal communications that previously supported an inclusive scientific environment, thus stifling the diversity of thought and innovation that is crucial for progress. Amidst these troubling changes, a promising breakthrough has emerged in the fight against glioblastoma, a notoriously aggressive form of brain cancer. Researchers at the Mays Cancer Center at UT Health San Antonio are testing a novel treatment that utilizes customized molecules to deliver targeted radiation directly to tumors while preserving surrounding healthy tissue. Dr. Andrew Brenner, a neuro-oncologist leading the research, described the technique as revolutionary, noting that it allows for high doses of radiation exactly where needed, minimizing collateral damage. Initial studies in rats have shown remarkable results, and human trials are currently underway, providing hope for patients who have historically faced bleak prognoses. As the scientific community grapples with the implications of the recent policy shifts, the juxtaposition between the rollback of DEI initiatives and advancements in medical technology serves as a stark reminder of the importance of inclusive practices in fostering innovation. The potential impact of such advancements on patient care cannot be overstated. As Dr. Brenner expressed, "I would love a cure. That's obviously aspirational, but each patient that I can give an extra month with their children or their grandkids is important." Looking ahead, the future of scientific exploration in the United States remains uncertain, particularly as institutions navigate the complex landscape shaped by political influences. The ongoing developments in both policy and medical research will likely continue to evolve, raising critical questions about the balance between inclusivity and innovation in the scientific arena. As the community waits to see how these dynamics will play out, it is clear that the pressing need for diversity in science is more pertinent than ever, not just for equity but for the progress of the field itself. In a groundbreaking advancement in medical technology, researchers at Tel Aviv University (TAU) have achieved a world first in drug delivery, successfully directing messenger RNA mRNA treatments to the intestines while bypassing the liver. This significant development holds promise for more effective therapies for chronic inflammatory bowel diseases (IBD), such as Crohn's disease and ulcerative colitis, which affect millions globally. Currently, approximately 7 million people are afflicted with IBD worldwide, with a notable prevalence in the United States where around 15% of the population suffers from these conditions. Many patients experience the onset of symptoms in their youth, with the diseases often remaining chronic and difficult to manage. By 2019, Israel alone reported over 46,000 IBD patients, underscoring the urgent need for innovative treatments. The research team, led by postdoctoral fellow Dr. Ricardo Rampadou under the guidance of Professor Dan Pira, a pioneer in mRNA therapeutics, successfully encapsulated the anti-inflammatory protein interleukin-10 in lipid nanoparticles. This novel approach allowed the mRNA to be delivered directly to the small and large intestines through intravenous injection, avoiding the typical metabolic bottleneck of the liver. Everything injected into the bloodstream eventually ends up in the liver. That's just how our anatomy works, explained Peer. By altering the proportions of lipids in the nanoparticles, we can determine their destination in the bloodstream. This innovation is rooted in the precise composition of the lipid nanoparticles. In conventional mRNA vaccines, the lipid content is typically around 10% phosphatidylcholine, a common phospholipid found in biological membranes. However, the TAU team increased this ratio to 30%, which not only allowed the nanoparticles to navigate the bloodstream more efficiently but also improved their absorption by intestinal cells. This adjustment transformed immune cells in the intestines into active producers of interleukin-10, significantly mitigating the inflammatory response associated with these debilitating diseases. We were able to deliver an mRNA-based anti-inflammatory drug directly to the inflamed intestine and improve all markers of colitis and Crohn's disease, Peer noted. This is just a proof-of-concept study, but the implications are vast. By further tweaking the nanoparticle composition, we could potentially target other organs, offering new avenues for mRNA therapies. Published in the prestigious journal Advanced Science, the study marks a significant step forward in the field of nanomedicine. The potential applications extend beyond IBD, with researchers considering the implications for treatments targeting conditions like colon cancer. The enthusiasm surrounding this research is palpable, with Peer mentioning that pharmaceutical companies are already expressing interest in moving towards clinical trials in the near future. As the healthcare landscape continues to evolve, this breakthrough not only opens doors for more precise drug delivery systems but also raises hopes for improved quality of life for millions suffering from chronic conditions. The ability to tailor treatments that bypass the liver's metabolic interference and target specific organs directly could revolutionize the way chronic diseases are managed. Looking ahead, the researchers at TAU are committed to refining their approach further, with aspirations to develop targeted therapies that could address a broader range of diseases. As technology progresses, the integration of mRNA therapies into mainstream medical practice appears increasingly feasible, heralding a new era in personalized medicine that could ultimately transform patient outcomes on a global scale. In a groundbreaking study published in Scientific Reports, researchers have unveiled significant associations between magnesium depletion and prostate cancer prevalence, raising critical questions about dietary health and cancer risks. As prostate cancer continues to be one of the most common malignancies affecting men in the United States, understanding the underlying risk factors is more important than ever. This comprehensive investigation, led by Hongyang Gong and colleagues, analyzed data from 16,043 male participants from the National Health and Nutrition Examination Survey (NANS) spanning from 2005 to 2018, exploring the previously unclear relationship between magnesium levels and prostate cancer incidence. The research focuses on the magnesium depletion score (MDS), a practical tool developed to assess magnesium deficiency through various lifestyle factors including diuretic and proton pump inhibitor usage, alcohol consumption, and kidney function. The study found that for each unit increase in MDS, there was a 26% increase in the prevalence of prostate cancer, or equals 1.26, with particularly alarming results for those with an MDS of 3 or higher, where the odds of developing prostate cancer more than tripled, or equals 3.04. These findings suggest that higher magnesium depletion is closely linked to a greater risk of prostate cancer, underscoring the importance of maintaining adequate magnesium levels for men's health. Magnesium plays a crucial role in numerous bodily functions, including cardiovascular health, muscle function, and the regulation of cellular processes. A deficiency in magnesium has been associated with various health issues including metabolic disorders and certain cancers. Recent studies have suggested that magnesium can influence tumor immunity and genomic stability, indicating its potential role in cancer prevention. Despite these findings, the exact mechanisms through which magnesium impacts cancer development, particularly prostate cancer, remain to be fully elucidated. The study's authors emphasized the need for further research to determine whether magnesium deficiency directly contributes to prostate cancer risk or whether other confounding factors are at play. Dr. Gong stated, "While our study highlights a significant association between MDS and prostate cancer, it is essential to explore potential causal relationships in future studies. This inquiry could open avenues for preventive strategies and interventions focused on dietary magnesium intake, particularly as dietary habits shift and magnesium deficiencies become more prevalent in modern diets. As the global population ages, the burden of prostate cancer is expected to increase, necessitating a closer examination of dietary factors and their implications for health." The potential for magnesium-rich diets to mitigate cancer risks presents a promising area for future research and public health initiatives. With nearly half of Americans reportedly not meeting recommended daily magnesium intakes, it is clear that increasing awareness of dietary magnesium could play a vital role in cancer prevention strategies. In conclusion, the correlation between magnesium depletion and prostate cancer prevalence marks an important step forward in understanding the complexities of cancer risk factors. Future studies should delve deeper into the mechanisms at play, potentially paving the way for new dietary guidelines aimed at enhancing men's health and reducing cancer risks. As researchers continue to explore this field, the findings of this study serve as a critical reminder of the intricate connections between nutrition, health, and disease prevention. As the debate surrounding artificial intelligence (AI) becomes increasingly complex, a thought-provoking exploration of AI's creative capabilities has emerged from the technologist and author Mike Pepe. In his recent work, Against Platforms: Surviving Digital Utopia, Pepe critically examines the limitations of AI art and the implications of machine-generated creativity. His reflections highlight a fundamental question: can machines ever replicate the genuine human intelligence that informs true artistic expression? Pepe's insights were particularly evident during a recent visit to the Museum of Modern Art MoMA in New York, where he experienced Refik Anadol's installation unsupervised. This ambitious project utilizes AI to reinterpret the museum's vast collection, producing a series of digital projections that aim to both captivate and confound viewers. Anadol's work generated significant excitement in the art community, as many gathered to witness what was touted as a breakthrough in machine creativity. However, Pepe's encounter with the installation led him to a stark realization about the nature of AI-generated art. As he observed the swirling digital images and shifting forms projected in the museum's atrium, Pepe was struck by a sense of emptiness. The animations, while visually engaging, lacked the depth of meaning that characterizes human-created art. The moments of beauty were accidental, random flashes of computation never to return, he noted. This experience contrasted sharply with his subsequent viewing of Andrew Wyatt's iconic painting Christina's World, which invites viewers to engage with its narrative and emotional layers. In stark comparison, Pepe found that Anadol's installation left him with a paralysis of vision, a realization that the algorithmic creations were devoid of the intentionality and emotional resonance inherent in human artistry. Pepe's analysis raises critical questions about the nature of AI itself. While advancements in generative AI technology that uses algorithms to create new content have garnered much attention for their ability to produce novel outputs, they rely fundamentally on mathematical models and data patterns. This reliance underscores a significant distinction between computation and thought. As Pepe asserts, AI can never have consciousness, sentience, or agency. The generative processes employed by machines, while impressive, ultimately lack the depth of understanding and emotional context that inform human creativity. The implications of Pepe's critique extend beyond the realm of art. As the AI landscape evolves, discussions about its role in society policy and ethics are becoming more urgent. Notably, Fei Li, a prominent Stanford computer scientist, recently articulated key principles for AI policymaking ahead of the AI Action Summit in Paris. Li advocates for a pragmatic approach grounded in the current capabilities of AI, cautioning against speculative scenarios that distract from pressing issues. She emphasizes the importance of understanding AI's limitations, particularly the absence of consciousness in tools like chatbots and copilot programs. Li's focus on inclusivity in AI policy resonates with Pepe's concerns about the ideological underpinnings of technology. She calls for policies that empower the entire AI ecosystem, ensuring access to vital resources for researchers and open-source communities. This commitment to inclusivity is crucial for fostering innovation and preventing monopolistic practices that could stifle progress. As we navigate the rapidly evolving landscape of artificial intelligence, Pepe's reflections serve as a reminder of the intrinsic value of human creativity. The beauty of art lies not just in its aesthetic appeal but in the stories it tells and the emotions it evokes. While AI may continue to advance in its ability to generate content, the challenge remains: how do we harness these technologies in a way that enhances rather than diminishes our humanity? As the dialogue on AI progresses, it will be essential to balance innovation with a conscious acknowledgement of the limitations and ethical implications of the tools we create. The future of AI will undoubtedly be shaped by these ongoing discussions, making it a critical area of focus for technologists, policymakers, and society at large. In an era marked by heightened geopolitical tensions and evolving global threats, the question of personal safety in the face of nuclear catastrophe looms larger than ever. The existence of fallout shelters, once a staple of Cold War-era preparedness, is often viewed as a refuge against nuclear blasts. However, recent analyses reveal the complexities surrounding their effectiveness, leaving many to ponder: would a fallout shelter truly protect you during a nuclear explosion? The fundamental efficacy of a bomb shelter hinges on multiple factors, including its construction quality and proximity to the blast site. According to Norman Kleiman, an associate professor at Columbia University's Mailman School of Public Health, it all depends on where the bunker is and the quality of the bomb. This statement underscores the critical role that both the characteristics of the nuclear weapon and the shelter's design play in determining survival odds. Historically, bomb shelters gained prominence during the Cold War when the United States and the Soviet Union engaged in a nuclear arms race, fostering a climate of fear and uncertainty. Governments encouraged the construction of shelters in public buildings and private homes, but experts like Peter Caracappa, executive director of Columbia University's Radiation Safety Program, suggest that many were sold by opportunistic marketers. "I'd argue that most of them were being marketed by snake oil salesmen and hucksters," he remarked, casting doubt on the reliability of such protective measures. The evolution of nuclear weaponry complicates the narrative further. Modern nuclear devices have undergone significant advancements, rendering them far more potent than their mid-20th century predecessors. While atomic bombs relied on fission reactions, contemporary thermonuclear weapons utilize hydrogen fusion, resulting in exponentially larger blast radii. For context, while the bombs dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki had blast radii of about 1 mile, today's thermonuclear devices can affect areas up to 100 miles away. If you are 600 miles away from a thermonuclear device, maybe a shelter would help you, Kleiman noted. But if you're anywhere within that blast radius, the blast, the heat, the explosion, those are going to take you out. Even in the event of surviving the initial explosion, the specter of radiation exposure poses another layer of risk. To effectively shield occupants from harmful radiation, a bunker would need to be constructed with 3 to 5 feet of concrete and steel reinforced with lead. Moreover, specialized designs, including a zigzagging entrance, are necessary to mitigate radiation that travels in straight lines. Kleiman emphasizes that while a well-equipped shelter can provide some protection, it is critical for occupants to remain inside for an extended period post-blast, as lethal radiation can persist for days. Your shelter would need to not only be equipped with supplies for the time you'd need to stay put, about a week, but also ventilate without letting in any radiation, he explained. The implications of this analysis are profound. While a shelter situated dozens of miles from a blast could offer protection from radiation for several days, those located closer to ground zero may find themselves at the mercy of the explosion's immediate and devastating impacts. Thus, the conversation around fallout shelters transitions from one of assured safety to a more nuanced understanding of risk management in the face of unprecedented threats. Looking to the future as global tensions continue to shape the landscape of nuclear policy and defense strategies, the role of fallout shelters may evolve. The challenge will be balancing preparedness with the realities of modern warfare, where the stakes are not just survival but understanding the long-term consequences of radiation exposure. For many, the question remains, in a world where nuclear threats are ever present, how best can we ensure our safety both in the immediate aftermath of an explosion and in the years that follow? As geopolitical dynamics shift, ongoing advancements in shelter technology and public education may provide some answers, but the specter of nuclear conflict will undoubtedly continue to haunt the collective consciousness. Recent advancements in superconductivity research have unveiled exciting new insights into materials like rutheniates and graphene, revealing mechanisms that could reshape our understanding of energy efficiency and quantum computing. This exploration not only pushes the boundaries of materials science but also opens up promising pathways for future technological innovations. In a significant breakthrough, scientists have linked superconductivity and rutheniates, specifically A2RuO4 compounds where A represents strontium or calcium, to unique orbital ordering phenomena. The research delves into how these materials transition from insulating to superconducting states, emphasizing the role of electron-phonon interactions that are heavily influenced by the surrounding environment. Remarkably, predictions indicate superconducting transition temperatures Tc for strontium rutheniate between 0.5 and 1.65 K, with calcium rutheniate potentially achieving Tc values as high as 63 to 73 K under pressure. These figures align closely with existing experimental data, reinforcing the study's credibility. The findings stem from foundational theories surrounding the John Teller effect, which explains how electronic ordering arises from orbital degeneracy instability. As one researcher noted, superconductivity in oxides with partly filled D states might be governed by the same electron-phonon interactions responsible for insulating phases, highlighting the intricate relationships within electronic states. This work suggests that fine-tuning structural properties in rutheniates could significantly enhance superconducting capabilities, inviting further exploration into this vital area of research. Meanwhile, another team of researchers has made a groundbreaking discovery regarding twisted graphene, an innovative material that has the potential to revolutionize superconductivity. By manipulating two atomically thin sheets of graphene, scientists found that these structures exhibit superconducting properties, allowing electricity to flow without resistance. This discovery challenges long-held notions of superconductivity and opens up new avenues for research, particularly in quantum computing. The implications of this research are profound. Twisted graphene hints at the elusive goal of achieving room temperature superconductivity, a significant leap forward for numerous applications ranging from lossless power transmission to advanced electronic devices. As noted by an enthusiastic researcher, we're just beginning to scrape the surface of what these two-dimensional superconductors have to offer. The potential for energy-efficient technologies is immense, especially in the context of sustainability and combating climate change. Moreover, the exploration of these two-dimensional materials is just beginning, with market analysts projecting substantial growth in the superconducting materials sector. The global market is expected to expand rapidly, driven by innovations in materials like twisted graphene and their applications in energy storage, spintronics, and electromagnetic devices. These findings not only enhance theoretical frameworks but also ignite interest in practical applications that could redefine energy solutions. As researchers continue to dissect the properties of these materials, they are optimistic about the future. The intricate interplay between structural modifications and superconductivity suggests that we are on the brink of a technological renaissance. With ongoing investigations into the mechanisms governing superconductivity, the scientific community is poised to uncover further breakthroughs that could transform energy efficiency and technological integrations. In conclusion, the discoveries surrounding rutheniates and twisted graphene signal a pivotal moment in the exploration of superconductivity. As researchers refine their understanding of these materials, the potential for revolutionary advancements in technology and energy systems becomes increasingly tangible. The journey of unraveling these complex phenomena continues, promising a future rich in innovative solutions that could reshape our world.